Welcome back, Lux Lifestylers, and in this video we're going to dissect the way you think. We're going to give you 10 mindset changes that will make you rich. All of the internal thoughts and attitudes you have are programmed by your environment and upbringing to make up your mindset. One of the most difficult things to achieve is a shift in perspective, largely because you've spent so much time thinking about it up to this point in your life, ingraining deep in your mind the most erroneous notions what your parents, community, or friends have told you is correct. This isn't to say that reciting this mantra several times in the morning would magically transform your life, such as get affluent, find your ideal companion, and your life will be full. You won't be able to attract things into your life simply by expressing your aspirations to the entire universe. That's nonsense, and you are well aware of it. A shift in mentality is the only effective if it is accompanied by a shift in behavior, your actions. If not, you're just another person who understands they're lying to themselves. Sorry for being so direct, but if we're going to talk about mindset, we need to do it right. Before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss another video we put out for all of our awesome Lux Lifestylers like yourself. Now let's get into it. Number 1, the first step is to change your mindset from I have to do this to I want to do this. This was the realization that turned things around for us here at the Lux Lifestyle channel. It's been a significant mental change to approach it from a place of gratitude and understanding. You get to do and choose what you're paid to do. This is a rare opportunity. You're going to start working on this mindset change daily. The more honest you are with yourself, the more you realize how simple things really are. Even if you have it, you will continue to find excuses to complain about it. If you're having a hard time, work it out. That thing you've been meaning to do but haven't because you're lazy, you have the opportunity to do so, and your life will improve as a result. When you approach it from this perspective, you realize it wasn't quite as difficult as you thought. It wasn't as bad as you made it out to be. Number 2, life is difficult to life can be simple and exciting. Our parents instilled in us the belief that life is difficult and that you must work hard to succeed. You want to build a name for yourself. You had to hang in there long enough to roll with the punches and put up with the hard work. You'll be rewarded for your efforts. It's only halfway correct. Take the lessons and apply it to your career, but with an emphasis on exponential growth. Oil rig workers would be the wealthiest individuals on the planet if hard work was all it required to succeed. Whatever you do for a living, there's a better and more efficient way to do it. Someone has already figured it out, and you need to take them out to lunch and ask them to tell you how they did it. Here are the most common mistakes people think in their heads. It's supposed to be difficult at first. However, if it's still difficult after a while, you're not doing it right. Don't overthink things. Keep it simple. The instant you begin to simplify your mindset and behavior, you are on the road to being a better person. When you do this, your life will become easier and more exciting than it has ever been. Number 3, from I'll never to how can I will never be wealthy is one of those poverty mindset declarations that a poor person keeps saying in their head. I'd never be able to buy that, or I'll never be able to acquire that portion. And you won't, to tell you the truth. Do you want to discover life's biggest divider between the rich and the poor? When everyone else isn't taking action, you should. Just go to the job interview you think others are more qualified for. Do the tasks that others won't do at work in your department. Simply take one step at a time and keep the momentum going. It will bring you closer to your objective. The problem with thinking in absolutes is that it leaves no room for change. If you've already decided that something isn't going to happen, there's no use in continuing to even attempt it. When you adopt the mindset of how can I make this happen, things start to fall into place. Give yourself a fighting chance for making it a reality. Regular folks have wishes, whereas the ultra successful have plans. start thinking about and taking massive action now. Number 4, from I need to know everything to I just need to get started. This is why the majority of individuals never take action. They say things like, it's not the proper time. I never got around to doing it. And if only if the opportunity presented itself. They're actually waiting for some magical event to align all of the planets in their favor, make all of the traffic lights turn green, and get them to their end goal miraculously. Only a small percentage of the population takes action to achieve their goals. The rest live with mediocrity. The most significant distinction between those who succeed in life and those who do not is that those who succeed are the first to take action. It has to be your decision to play the game of life and win. Number 5, if there's one thing we've learned in the journey of life as humans, is that life is what you make it. The problem with people who believe their fate has already been written is that it removes any control. It's great to be alive. It also transfers the burden of accountability from the person to the entire universe. Consider this. You could send an email today and quit your job, and your entire life would be changed. Make a 180-degree turn. If you decide to change your life, it can happen right now. Isn't it terrifying? To understand how strong you are and how you can change the course of events based on your actions, reality is a negotiating point. For us, it's been a key foundation to our success. As a result, we negotiated our way into a fantastic life. Negotiate everything: money, life, love, and everything else. Fight for what you want. Don't settle for the things the world throws in front of you. Instead, go after what you desire. Even if someone closes a door in your face, persuade them to open it and let you in. That's why there are doors. Give them a cause to help you by opening that door. It's up to you to make things happen. Number 6, another obstacle to another challenge to see if I really want it. We were and still are under a lot of pressure as we build our businesses and financial future. But at the very least, it's now done willingly. We used to think this every time anything awful happened or a barrier prevented us from moving forward, that this is it, we're done. It's simply too difficult for us to conquer. But then we notice that everyone else who is attempting to create something amazing goes through the same steps. This is a test to discover if you truly want it and if your will is strong enough or not to see it to the end. Obstacles are life's way of determining who earns millions or billions and those who earn very little. You're out there building and have come to a fork in the road, so you need to decide, do you truly desire it or are you ready to give up? Because if you really want it, you'll figure out a way to get it. And if you don't, you'll be broke for the rest of your life. This stumbling block was used as a reason why things didn't work out. Being tested in life is unavoidable, but being defeated is not, because it's your narrative. You get to decide how it ends. Make an informed decision to never give up and succeed at all costs. Nothing will stand between you and your goals. Number 7, from things happen to me to I create my own circumstances. Switching from a victim mentality to a master of the universe mentality is a significant mindset adjustment. You'll be fine as long as you take responsibility for what happens in your life. Everything that happens in your life is because you choose to do so or let it happen. You must change things up if you want different results. Take risks that you normally wouldn't, so that everyone is aware of what's going on. To you, it's a matter of choice. Number 8, from perfect is required to this must be completed. Just do it and get it over with. There comes a point where a 1% improvement in quality necessitates significant expenditures. Your life goal is to locate that sweet spot when anything is excellent enough to get the job done for the time being. A frequent misconception is that life is set in stone and that once anything is released into the world, it cannot be improved upon. This mindset adjustment was quite effective in the early days, and we continue to apply it today. We took this mindset from the early days of improving on your previous work continually. Our first videos weren't nearly as polished as they are now, and our videos will be better edited in the future than they are now. When you accept this as an alternate belief, your entire timeline shifts. Number 9, let me blend in to I'm going to be the best at this. This is the most significant mental distinction between the elite and their peers. Tom Brady, Larry Bird, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk all had an innate need to stand out, to go above and beyond what was expected of them. Legends are created in this manner. But watch carefully, since the moment you stand out, you become a lot easier target for the rest of the group to focus on. They'll come after you if you don't keep at it. What, on the other hand, is the alternative? Going through life as a faceless, indistinguishable individual? Everyone craves to be rich and famous, but only a small number do it because they refuse to blend in. Number 10. From its either yes or no to there's always a creative solution. Why does everything have to be black and white? It ain't always black and white, so why does everything have to be so shady? This is simply not the case. However, most people are unaware of this. Their programming is similar to that of an if function. If this isn't a perfect match, then what? As a result, they dismiss the entire situation. Every time you have to work with a city, state, or government entities, you'll notice this. Their system only allows one way of accomplishing tasks, which is highly inefficient. This is something we've seen time and time again in business. You'll notice it in the people who work at these places. The take it or leave it attitude, believing it to be a powerful negotiating strategy. If I leave it, neither of us will get what we want. So there has to be a creative way for everyone to win. And there always is. It will take just a little effort and creativity. Ask yourself what the most important thing you want to accomplish is and what the simplest method for the other side to accommodate it would be. For both of you, the creative approach might work better, cost less, and be easier to adopt. Well, that's it, Lux Lifestylers. We hope that this will change how you think and act from this day on. Check out one of the other videos on screen, and we'll see you in the next one. Make us proud and go make your millions.